Hello, beautiful people. How is it going at your end today? How you guys doing today? Hello. Hi. Thank you so much for joining in. My name is Blessing, and I count it as a great privilege to have you guys with me today. Okay, so we're gonna be having like a heart to heart discussion, and it's basically for people that need a remote job. If you're a beginner and you need a remote job and you don't even know how to get started, this is what this conversation is going to be all about. And yeah, so just give me some sec. I would be joining. I want to confirm if everything is good at the back end so that we can get started. Okay, so let me know where you are joining from, guys. Let me know where you are joining from. All right. Just kindly confirm where you are joining from. Drop your name, your the work you currently do, right? Just drop your name and the work you currently do at the comment section. I will definitely bring it up and then we'll talk about you, okay? I'm happy to have you all here with me. I'm just going to give us like some sec and then we'll dive right into it, okay? Okay. Maybe you want to work from home, but you don't honestly know where to start from. Maybe you have searched for remote jobs and everything seems to require like 3 years of experience, or you don't even know which jobs are legit for you to do. So today I'm going to be breaking down this particular role specifically for Africans, right, and for beginners. So I'm going to be showing you beginner friendly remote job you can start exploring, right? And you're going to start with the skills you actually need. So I'm going to also show you where to find legitimate, remote opportunities and how you're going to position yourself when you don't have much experience. Okay, so that's pretty much of everything we are going to be talking about. I trust me, I'm not going to take much of your time. So I want you to please stay to the end because I'm going to talk about some of the mistakes that can keep you applying and applying without getting anywhere. Okay, so we're just going to start right into it. Right. Is anyone excited? Because I am excited. I am excited. I am excited. I'm super excited. Okay. I am super excited. So I'm gonna be sharing my screen with you guys now. I am super excited. I have waited for this time and now I have those time. So I'm excited. I am genuinely excited. Okay. So we're just going to be starting right away. Like I said, this is a beginner friendly, opportunity for people that are looking for remote jobs and they don't know how to get started. So basically that's pretty much of everything we are going to be discussing is for you that you are looking for, opportunity in remote setting. So that's pretty much of everything that we're going to be talking about, okay? So I'm not going to take much of your time because I know that time is expensive. And yes, I'm not going to take much of your time, like I said. Okay, so I'm going to be sharing my screen right now so that we can get started. But at the same time, I want to have like more people. So please do well to share this with your friend or family, your siblings, individuals that are in your space that need a remote job. Please do well to share them the link so that we can get started right away. Okay, thank you so much, everyone. Thank you so much. Please do well to share this link with everyone that are in your space that are looking for remote job opportunity. Okay, so that we can get started right away. Please also drop in the comment section where you are joining from, your name, and where you are joining from, because it is an honor to have you. So please drop your name in the comment section so that we can just get right started. Right. Drop your name in the comment section where you are joining from and the work you do. Okay, right? If you do not have a job, just state it in the comment section. You never can tell. Somebody can give you a job while we are on this live. So make sure to drop your name, where you are joining from, and it will be nice for me to connect with you. All right. So, yes, perfect. Thank you so much. Now I am going to, okay, I'm going to change my layout. Okay. Okay, guys. Okay, guys. So we are back now. So this particular live section is a section that is actually targeted for Africans, right? Or individuals that are beginners, that have zero experience when it comes to getting a remote job. So I'm going to teach you how to get your first online opportunity even when your CV feels empty, right? So these are beginner friendly jobs that we're going to be looking at, okay? I'm going to teach you where to look, you know, what you need and how to get started, right? So let's just get it into it right away. My name is Blessing. I'm an outbound sales professional with 3 years of experience working remotely with US based clients. And yeah, it took me over trial and error, different things for me to actually go to this stage of my life. And I'm so happy, to God for wisdom. And I thought about it. It will not be fun, right, as an adult, when what I have understood, what I've like known by myself, and then I see people that they are also trying to like make ends meet and they don't even know how to get started when God has given me this knowledge. So why am I here? I am here because God has given me this knowledge. God had allowed me to pass through the current situation that you are currently passing through, and right, I can be of help to you. So this is me doing my home quota, for the society and all of that. So right now, let's just jump into it. So what is remote job? I think on Saturday I already mentioned the meaning of remote job. So remote job basically is job opportunities that you get that is outside of the traditional job setting, right? So you do it at your own home, within the pace that is required of you from your clients. Okay, so basically that will be pretty much of it, and I'm going to be going to the other side. So who is this life for? This life is for you. If you keep saying, oh, blessing, I don't have experience, if you keep saying, oh, blessing, I don't have a fancy degree, this life is for you. If you keep saying, oh, I don't know what remote job I actually qualify for, if you are the person that keeps saying, every job I see actually asks for, 2 to 3 years of experience, and you keep saying all of that, and then this remote is for you if you are the person that don't know which websites are legitimate. So I'm gonna be walking you through every single of this problem. Trust me, guys. I'm gonna be walking you through every single of this problem. Okay? So the truth about I don't have experience, when it comes to experience, it's actually not a problem, right? Because the truth is, you have experience, but it might not be in the former way that you wanted it to be, right? You have experience, but the sincere truth is, you think that you don't have experience because you are not packaging it in the former way you want it to be packaged, or it was not in the former way that you expected a job experience to be called. Do you understand now? So I need you to actually work on this mindset shift, because the truth is you don't need a formal experience before you can get a remote job. You need evidence that you can do the work. That is the thing about remote job. You don't need a formal experience. What you need is evidence that you can do the job. So at this point, please, if you are just joining, please share this link with any of your friends that you know that are currently looking for a remote job. It will be of benefit to them. You don't want to be selfish. So please do well to share the link with everyone that is in your ward that are currently looking for a remote job and they don't know where to find it. Okay. Thank you so much as we do that. Okay. Okay, guys. Okay, guys. Okay. Okay, guys. Okay. Okay. So, like I mentioned earlier, you do not need a formal experience. You need an evidence that you can do the work, right? And that takes me to your everyday ability. There is a way that you can convert your everyday ability into a marketable skills. Your everyday abilities such as communication skill, your organization skill, your customer service skill, your writing, your typing, your web research, your attention to details, all of these things are the things that you can actually turn into an experience. So what I'm saying is stop boxing yourself because you feel like you do not have a formal experience. What every recruiter needs from you is the evidence that you can actually do the work. Most of you guys, if you are a social worker, if you are a church leader, or even if you are an usher in the church, you have experience, right? It might not be in the formal way that you think this experience is needed, but you actually have experience that can be translated, into a transferable ability to do the work. Okay, so I'm gonna be moving to the next slide, and then we talk about that. So here on my screen, this is the beginner remote work ladder, right? How do you get started in the remote setting? Number one thing is you have to learn a skill. You have to pick one simple in-demand skill that you think and you know it's able to pay your bills, right? How do you know this is able to pay your bills? It solves people's problem. If it doesn't solve people's problem, then there is no need for you to pick that skill, right? You have to pick a skill that is simple and it is in demand. Okay. Number two thing is you have to practice. You have to build basic familiarity with the tools that you need for that skill, right? The third thing you'll be needing is you need to create proof. Number one, I said you have to learn a skill. It could be content creation, it could be social media management, it could be whatever. Do you understand what I'm saying? Number two is you have to practice. You have to build basic familiarity with that too. Number three thing is you have to create proof, right? You have to build one or two practical samples that you are able to do this particular job, right? Another thing is you now have to apply. Now, this is where most beginners, where they have mistakes, like a lot of them apply for jobs that requires them to have 5 years of experience and all of that. No, you have to start like small, in the sense of targeting entry level job roles. You have to apply for internship. You have to apply for contract based work or micro tax role, right? Then number five, after that you are paid for this tax. When you get applied, then you are paid for this tax. That is, you land your initial client, or you were able to fulfill the tax, right? And then number six is you scale up, you leverage your reviews for higher roles. That's basically what remote job is all about. I just simplified everything. The beginner remote work ladder, this is it. You can take a screenshot if you will be if you need to come back to it. Okay. So I'm gonna be moving to the next slide now. Now, so from everything I have said, which remote parts actually sounds like you, right? If you are this person, if you are this person that you have an analytical mindset, right? You can be a high data annotation, right? You can label, you can evaluate, you can create categories of data for AI models, right? If you are this person that enjoys writing, you can work as a transcriptionist. You can work as as a transcriber. When it comes to writing, you will convert audio to text, or you draft a clear written context, right? If you have a knack for research, you can go into data entry, research, you gather info, you update sheets, and then you verify data online. And yes, you can even work as a data entry person, right? And for data entry, you can work as a, like, there's something called, bookkeeper, right? For businesses, for organizations, you can do all of that. Now, if you are this person that has a knack for helping people, then you can work as a customer support representative, right? You assist user. And what is customer support representative? What do? You has assist user via email, on live chat, ticketing platform like Zendesk and all of that. Okay, or sales up, you can help people, businesses, right, as a customer support representative. So you look for a particular platform or a particular, like I said earlier, you have to look for a skill that you think you like and you want to explore. Okay, so that will be all about that. Now let's talk about AI data annotation. So what do you do? I already give an overview the other time, but I'm going to be explaining in details. So, what do you do, and what is the requirement for being someone that does AI data annotation? Now, this is it. It is English. What does it mean? It means that you will label, you will categorize, you will review, or you evaluate data used to train AI, right? All of you think that, oh, AI is something that just came from the sky. No, no, no. AI was actually trained by human beings, right? It is actually trained by human beings. So what you are going to do is you're going to label, you are going to categorize, you're going to review or evaluate data that is used to train AI. And that's the reason is because so that it can sound like human being. So it is good for you if you are someone that follows the instruction, you pay attention to details, you have patience, it is very, very good for you. And what will you be needing? You'll be needing your smartphone or your laptop, stable internet connection, and basic qualification test. So I have some links that are clickable, right? I'm going to also put it in the comment section so that everybody can have it. Okay, so I'm going to just put it in the comment section. So we have remote tax. I'm going to be putting the I'm going to be putting the links. Just excuse me. I'm going to be putting the links here in the comment section so that you guys can definitely check it out. Okay. Remote tax. I'm going to just hold on. Give me a sec. The thing about remote tax right now is it's not going for people that are in Nigeria, but it goes for people that are in South Africa. So remote tax. Then we have Data Lens Africa. Data Lens Africa actually work. I'm trying to see if there's a way I could share my screen with you guys. So just hold on. Okay, so I'm going to be sharing my screen now. Okay. Okay. So we have, like I mentioned, we have Data Lens Africa. So I'm going to just type out the links here for you guys to check it out. Okay. Data Lens Africa. Um, Click Worker. So Click Worker also works. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and share my screen so that when I'm clicking on this particular thing, you guys can see it. I think that would also work for us. So it will be much more easier so that you guys can see what I'm doing, and then you would see how to navigate the path. So when you are trying to open it, because it's pretty much simple, it's not difficult. Okay. So okay, so click workout also works. Okay. Now, so I'm going to teach you the workflow, the part two workflow, which is this transcription part, right? The thing is, you will have to listen, then you will type, then you proofread. If you are working as a transcription, let me show you the headset that you'll be needing for the work as a transcript, as a trans. Hold on, please hold on. If you are someone that transcribes a lot, you will be needing this particular headset because this would help you understand everything that they are saying, right? You'll be able to compress the volume, everything, and then you need to have like headphone and laptop. You would also need to have like a good listening skills. You need to be able to comprehend English, right? And you have to have like a decent typing speed. Now, it's not just a decent typing speed, you have to be a fast typer, right? Because eventually they're going to give you a particular, time that you need to be done with all those things, okay? So those are the things that you can do. Now, for the beginner route for being a transcriptionist, right? If you're a transcriber, now I don't want you to jump into 1 hour medical files because the truth is, if you jump into 1 hour medical files, you might not be able to understand the nitty gritty of it. So just start with short audio tasks, right? Like I mentioned earlier, you will be needing this. You'll be needing an asset. You'll be needing a microphone. You'll be needing what's it called, a laptop, and you need to have good understanding of English. Okay, so number two is you need to focus on 98% of accuracy over speed. You need to make sure that the words that you are transcribing are correct. And some of you have already done this thing. I know friends that don't know that what they do is being called, being a transcriber or being a transcriptionist. They transcribe messages. Like when they listen to messages, they write it one on one. So if you are the person that does that, you already have experience being a transcriber. You don't just know that, okay, because it did not come from a formal setting, it means like, no, 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 you've not done something like that. No, it's not like that. So, number three thing you should also work on is improving your typing speed gradually. There are tests you could take online that allows you to, increase your typing speed. I'm going to paste the link. If you want to increase your typing speed, I'm going to paste the link that you can use. I'm going to paste the link here, okay? So you could use that to practice. I'm going to paste the link right now. So you could just pick, you could select something like medium, beginner, something like that. I just sent the link to you guys right now so you can check it if you need to improve on your typing speed. Okay, now let's move to the next slide. Part three skill that you need to work on is data entry and research. So what do you do as a data entry person? What you actually do is you will enter information into Google Sheets, into Excel. You will find business information, their contact details online. Then you will check and verify, and then you clean the databases. That is, you will look for accurate information, right? Then you update the CRM or inventory records. That's basically what data entry is all about. So, what are the skills that you need to learn and become a pro in this? You need to master how Google Sheets work. You need to master how Excel work. You need to master Google search operators, and you need to be someone that has high attention to details, right? You need to be that kind of a person. That's the sincere truth. That's like the pro tip for you to be successful in that job role. If you don't pay attention to details, you're not going to last in that particular job role. But if you are someone that pays attention to detail, trust me, you are going to ace it and you are going to learn on the job very, very fast. But if you are not someone that pay attention to detail, oga, no go do data entry, abeg, no go do am, abeg, no no even near it. If you are not somebody that doesn't pay attention to details, okay? So please kindly confirm if you can still hear me at your end, guys. Kindly confirm if you can still hear me at your end, please. Thank you. Please kindly confirm if you can still hear me at your end. Please kindly confirm if you can hear me at your end. Please, thank you. I can't see any comments. Please kindly confirm if you can hear me. Please, I'm begging. Thank you. Okay. So I'm going to be moving to the next slide, right? And this is for people that are looking into becoming a virtual assistant, right? If you are looking into becoming a virtual assistant, this is pretty much simple. If you have worked as a personal, assistant, in your local environment before, right? It's pretty much simple. You are gonna be helping CEOs, or you have to pick like a specific niche that you want to work on, right? And the thing is, if you're just starting, please pay attention. If you're just starting, don't go and overwhelm yourself, okay? Because virtual assistant work is different for different CEOs, and it's also even different for different countries. Okay, so the thing is, you don't even have to start as an executive assistant with CEO. You can begin with one focus service, that is, you're a virtual assistant that help with email inbox management. That is, you prioritize emails, the ones that actually that are important, and the ones that are not important, and you are prioritizing all of these things. So you need to pay attention to that, okay? So please pay attention to that. Okay, so please pay attention to that. And another thing that I also want to talk about is calendar appointment scheduling. You need to master all of these things, like internet research and data entry, social media assistant. If I virtual, okay, so I once worked as a virtual assistant for a solo founder before, and trust me, it was terrible. I'm not even going to sugarcoat it, but the thing is, like I mentioned earlier, don't start as an executive assistant to a CEO if you have not built your capacity, if you have not built your technical skills, right? If you have not built all of those things, don't even try to work as a virtual assistant, okay? And then there are some virtual assistants that work for creative people, right? To create social media content. You also create, you help them upload, batch content on social medias. You can also work as that kind of a virtual assistant. So it does not necessarily have to be to an executive CEO, somebody, in the it could be in the creative space. It could also be in the normal, what's it called? What's the word now? Um, you get what I'm trying to say, okay? So where are you going to find your clients now? You're going to find your clients in different places, on LinkedIn, on Fiverr, and on Upwork. And these are the places where you could actually get your clients. Like I mentioned, you don't necessarily have to start as an executive assistant to a CEO. know your skills, develop yourself, develop your capacity, because when you start working as an executive assistant to a CEO, you might eventually have to be the one in charge of payroll, different things, and then before you know it, you are already doing operations and all of that. And if you don't have the capacity for it yet, it might be overwhelming for you. Okay, so just know what you can do and start with what you have. At the same time, take training if you need it. Okay. Oh, good morning. Good morning, ma'am. Mrs. Good morning. Good morning, Mrs. Oyor and staff. Good morning, ma'am. Thank you so much for joining. I'm so happy. I am so happy to have you here. Thank you. Could you please let me know where you are joining from? Thank you. So, then, where do you find your clients? Like I mentioned earlier, you're going to find your clients on LinkedIn. Now, this is where it is very important for you to optimize your LinkedIn page. It is very important because you cannot be a virtual assistant and then you also say you are an hairdresser. No, you have to like be focused on one particular thing. And then when it comes to optimizing your LinkedIn page, there's one thing you need to pay attention to. You need to tell people the pain points, which is the problem, right? And then you need to tell them how you can actually solve the problem, right? So what you are bringing to the table, the pain point, and how you are going to solve it. So let them know, okay, so I am a virtual assistant that helps you revamp your inbox, right? I prioritize so that you do not lose clients or you don't lose deals by me managing your inbox, right? And then when it comes to, calendar appointment, and then there are virtual assistants that are what's it called, that are into heartbound sales. So like I mentioned earlier, virtual assistant is very different in different location and in different regions. Okay, so I once got a particular virtual assistant job that I just had to turn it down because in as much as at that time, I thought being a virtual assistant meant working with executive assistants like inbox management, calendar appointment scheduling, and all of that. But unfortunately, the reason why they hired me was because they wanted me to be taking outbound calls, like making outbound calls, right? And at that time, I did not even have understanding about sales. I didn't even know anything about sales. So really, I was being measured on metrics and on KPIs. So I didn't even know what that was all about because as a personal assistant that I was then, the knowledge I had then was, for me to just talk to people, reply emails and all of that. I didn't know how to make sales. That is why I said being a virtual assistant is different for different, geography, different locations. And the job was a Canadian job, right? So it was a Canadian, and I had to resign, right? Even though, was I paid? I think I was paid for the 1 week. Yeah, I was paid for the 1 week that I worked with them. And that was because I did not have understanding that I have now. Assuming I had the understanding that I have now, maybe I would probably still be in the job and the job pays very well. But because I didn't know that okay, this particular role I was being hired for is to be an outbound salesperson. Now, thank God now that different people are using different terminologies, and then there is something called offer letter that actually breaks down your role and you understand what is required of you. But at that time there was no pretty much of offer letter. It was just, I even had the job was around 2020. Yes. So like I didn't even know what I was doing, right? As at that time, but now it is better. So there's something called virtual assistant lead generator. That is, you're going to be getting leads for these people. There's virtual assistant that is for what's it called outbound sales. So you need to know which virtual assistant you are being hired for, and you need to even know your own particular skill. Okay, so that will be all about that. So, like I said, you're going to optimize your LinkedIn page. optimize your LinkedIn. It's very, very important. People get job on LinkedIn. There's no joke about it. I know that there are like lot of ghost listing on LinkedIn, but trust me, if you pay attention. I'm also going to do something for you guys. I'm going to teach you Boolean, search link that you could actually use to get, to filter out, ghost listing on LinkedIn. So I'm going to be giving you guys that particular one. So trust me. Another thing is you can also optimize your Upwork page, right, and your Fiverr page. I know Upwork comes with a whole lot of it comes with a whole lot of stress, but it's actually worth it if you know your maybe what I'm going to do is this. I have a guy that like literally uses Upwork and he gets a lot of money. I'm gonna bring him on this particular live. Probably later he's going to teach us about Upwork. But I know for LinkedIn worked for me. Fiverr also worked for me. Those are the two platforms that I know that really, really works for me, right? And what works for me on LinkedIn is code pitching. I code pitch and I also use a string search, right? I've attached everything in the comment section, that would actually save you all of this headache. I already attached the link on the comment section, so don't worry, you're gonna get that sorted. Okay, so now let's move to the other slide. So, okay. Now, this is part 5, and I can talk about this for the whole day because eventually the newbie virtual assistant that resigned her job eventually transitioned into a customer service person, a customer service representative person. And trust me, it's been beautiful 3 years working with international clients. Yeah, as a customer support person. Okay. Now, this is how you're gonna start. Now, most of you think that, oh, being a customer service person, how am I gonna start? I don't have experience. How do I do it? And all of that. It is very, very simple. Trust me, guys, it is very, very, very simple. It is very, very, very simple. Customer service representative is not hard. If you are a Nigerian and your mom or at a point you assisted somebody that sells provision, you already know what customer service is all about. Trust me. Like I mentioned earlier, if you're a beginner and you think that, oh, I don't have experience, so I cannot apply for a job, that's not true. See, in this search of remote job, it is packaging. I'm going to be very sincere. It is packaging. Like you have to package your informal experience into a formal experience. That's just the thing about this whole, what's it called? If you have if your parents sold something when you were in school and then when you come back from school you have to sell something, you've already worked as the customer service representative. Now you know no. Okay, so now let me just be professional again. Okay, so if you are starting as a customer service representative, right, there are entry points level rule that you know, you can apply for, right? You can apply for a live chat support. It is very, very legitimate. You can apply for email ticket support. Now, the beautiful thing about this thing is SaaS company, fintech company are increasing every day. Now, what is SaaS company? They are companies that offer services, right? Instead of offering digital products, they offer not physical products for people. Okay, so you can, for example, or example of like fintech services company in Nigeria. Let me just give an example. We have Pampay, Opay, all of those companies, right? Kuda Bank. You can offer to be a live chat support for them because definitely somebody is going to have issue with their account. Somebody is going to have, okay, my password is not working, all of that. And it is not the owner or the money or the owner of the company that will be responding to all of these chats. They need somebody that will be responding to all of these chats. That is why you need to pay attention and look into this particular entry level. Another thing is e-commerce support. Now, if you have come across Shopify, if you have come across people, online that are selling different products, those are like e-commerce, right? There are also some other platform like e-commerce, Etsy, right? And it is very, very, it's not like a wide known, especially e-commerce. It is not like a widely targeted, you know, job niche that people are looking into. Because the truth is, people start as entrepreneur and then boom, before you know it, boom, their business begins to boom and they have a lot of customers and now they need ant, somebody that is going to help them, track order, somebody that is going to help them process the order and all of that. Because initially people were not looking into e-commerce before, right? So it has always been okay, normal company, fintech company, SaaS company. But now e-commerce is booming, guys. E-commerce is actually booming. And if you know your way around where you're going to find all this job, let me tell you one secret where you're going to get e-commerce job is on um Reddit. Reddit. Guys, I've gotten just one just one. I'm not going to sugarcoat it, but I know it works for other people, right? I've gotten one, just one, and it was not even for me. I got it for my siblings, so it was not for me. But Reddit, actually, you can get people that will hire you on Reddit as an e-commerce support, and then there's a filter you also have to use for that. If I can still remember, let me just type it here. Reddit stroke higher higher stroke Reddit then e-commerce support. You just type that. Okay, e-commerce. I'm trying to type it out. E-commerce support. Okay. So that's pretty much of it. Reddit hire people a lot. And now the thing about customer support is you can grow through the rank. You can grow from customer support rep to become a customer success specialist. And that customer success specialist is the part that I'm actually on as a person. You can also grow to be a technical support or operation lead because, see, being a customer support is not even it's not the whole thing. You will see how you will see how businesses can actually develop themselves, right? You are going to, because you are interacting with people, you're interfacing with people, you can tell them on how to develop their products, on how to actually make the product work better, right? That is how you can grow, as a customer support person. Then you go into technical support or operation lead and all of that. So there's progression and there's career development in all of those things, right? I'm gonna be moving to the other one. This one is what is booming right now. It has always been booming, right? But I think because um we have like a lot of Gen Z now, so it seems like that is what is actually boom. It has always been like that. Yeah, it has always been like that because we have public figures, people that need social media assistance, and trust me, it pays. It's really, really, really pays. I have worked as a social. Don't call me jack of all trade in the comment section, please. But I have worked as a social media. Please don't call me jack of all trade. The thing is, when you are the one sponsoring yourself, you just have to, there are many things you have to like dabble into all at once and still schooling and all of that. So basically, I worked as a social media assistant, right, for business owner, and as at the time I was being paid 180K. Right, I was being paid 180K, but at the same time, I mean 180K in Nigerian currency, right? At the same time, what was I doing? I was also creating graphics for them, right? I was creating Canva designs, even though it was terrible. Yeah. I was not a good graphic design person at that time, right? And then I was also, more like what was I doing? Basically, I was just posting content. I can post like 10 contents in a day, right? And this thing, all this I taught myself how to do it, right? So it's not like maybe somebody taught me. I had to teach myself how to do it, and it's pretty much simple. If you are someone that is very quick, and you are versatile. Let me just use it that way. So basically, who are the people that need social media assistants? Public figures. See, let me give you an assignment. If you want to be a social media assistant, go to people that do on Facebook or on Instagram, people that do have a lot of comments. That was what I did basically. Or somebody that just launched a product, and there are a lot of comment trolling in, and then you watch to see day one, day two, nobody responds to these messages. Send a DM to the person and say, okay, I saw that you actually have a lot of comments in the comment section. People are asking about how they can, get started on this. And because nobody is responding, do you know you are actually losing money because of that? You just pitch, right? You pitch to them, and before you know it, they will respond to you. If you pitch to 10 people, I'm just giving you like a ratio of 10 people, one person will respond to you out of 10 people. It's not even that bad because they need your service, right? They actually need your service. That is why you need to, just look into it. As long as you have, basic understanding of, Canva design, you can actually put one or two together, like in terms of videos, in terms of design, you can put all of these things together. Then before you know it, boom, you get hired, and before you know it, you are responding, you're helping them organize their business and also managing their social media presence. Is very, very simple, right? It's very, very simple. It's not hard. It's not hard, okay? The only thing is it might be overwhelming if you don't know how to use all the scheduling application. But then right now, even Meta has put, Meta Suite, whereby you can actually schedule content. So when you don't want the content to go live, like right now, you can put in, let's say, 2 days. What I used to do then was at night when I'm done praying at night. So I from around 4 to 6, I schedule all my boss posts from around that time, and they will think that I'm online, but I'm not online, right? The post goes when they want to go. I interact with with the comments, you know, between, like, let's say 30 minutes interval, 30 minutes interval, and all of that. That's the way I used to do it that time. That was 2020, 2024, right? So it's pretty more simple. It is not hard. Okay. So I'm gonna be moving forward to the next one, right? Content writing. Content writing is one of the, you know, beginner jobs, remote jobs that you can actually do, right? If you're just starting your path as someone that is looking for a remote opportunity. Now, you have to, because now content writing has like a lot of people in it. So you need to like look at the niche that you know, you want to dive into. Now, I'm gonna say something. There are so many business owners that, in as much as they want to put their products outside, they don't know the best caption, they need to put. When it comes to product description, let's say somebody is selling, okay, let's say somebody is selling organic products for skincare. Now, this particular person, right? They know how to formulate all of those things, but they don't know how to articulate it. They don't know how to put it in papers. They don't know how to make people see the things that they put. You can offer your service as a content writer for them, right? And then you draft their product description. Okay, so this is what this particular product is all about. Okay, let me use this one. Let me use my hair cream as an example. So guys, this is This is an hair cream that I use for my hair. I'm just using an example for this, beginner content writing thing. Now, this is a work. All these things that were written, it is a work of a content creator or of a content writer, right? There and content writing, it has different names. There's creative writer. There's Well, how do I know all of these things? Yeah, because writing is one of the things that I jump into anytime, like I don't have anything, or maybe I need money ASAP. Writing is something that I jump into. Yeah, and it is a skill that God gave me, right? So see now, with natural oil, its old molds, da 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 da. Da. This is a superb combination of pure coconut oil and other essential emollient oil that soften and protect the hair against dryness. It is content writer that wrote it, right? It's not difficult. Okay, so now you can offer your service as to people that have e-commerce. You can also offer your service as a social media manager. Like I mentioned, it's all embedded. You can also offer to write newsletter. Now, guys, rob me. This one is this one is very, very, it is still like it's a good map that people are not looking into, right? Somebody reached out to me on Facebook and said, "Hi, Blessing. I saw that you like a lot of you write a lot of posts and all. Do you want to be? Can you write email newsletter in my own tone, like that is in our own tone, right?" And yeah, we discussed, but eventually we didn't close the deal because what she wanted to offer me was too low, so I could not, take the offer. And but I mean, there are people that have reached out to me, like three people that have reached out to me about email newsletter drafts. There's some people that also reach out to me as far as blog post summaries is concerned. So how do you now build your proof of work without work history? This is where I need you to pay attention. Like I mentioned, it is not hard. What you need to do is you need to create like a portfolio. You have to create a sample. Like imagine it in your head that okay, this particular person comes to me to write a newsletter for their feminine group or feminine community. And what is what's the theme? What do they talk about? They talk about money, or let's say they talk about wellness, feminine hygiene and all of that. So you picture it in your head, then you write about it. You write about it, and trust me, I'm not saying it's gonna be perfect. It might not be perfect for the first 1 day, for the 2 days, but when you spend time on it, you write those drafts, and then you write different drafts. You can also make research on how to on how to write all of those things. You can make your own personal research. At the same time, if there are brands that you genuinely like and you like the way they communicate, the tones and all of that, you can study them, right? And then you pick one of two. I mean, I don't mean you plagiarize, right? I mean you pick some of their tone, right? And then you fine tune it into your own writing. And after that, you put it in a Google Drive or a Notion portfolio link, and then you start applying. That's pretty much of it when it comes to being a beginner content writer. You create your own portfolio by giving yourself a task, right? Like I mentioned, I mentioned this is a work of a content or a creative writer. This product description, right, is not hard. Okay, you just need to push yourself and look for the pathway that you think you want to walk in, right? This is the seventh pathway. Now I'm going to be moving to another one that does not require you to have like a lot of experience. This one does not require you to have experience, but it also requires you that you have technical ability. Now, this particular pathway is website and app testing. This one is completely for beginners, right? What you are going to do is you are going to go to I'm going to type out the links that you can use to get started. Now, people create a website, let's say a mobile app, you know, different stuffs like that. Now, you are going to give them a feedback, right? You're going to give them a feedback on the product. I'm trying to look for something I could use as an example. Um, okay, so this particular light that I have in front of me, I got it from Temu, and I had to test it for them, record for them and okay, so this is how this thing actually works. This particular part is not good, or this particular part scratch me. I'm just using it as an example, as an instance now. So it's the same way people test physical products is the same way you test websites or app for people. Is the only difference is just that the app is something that you cannot touch, right? So what you do is if you are someone that is very, very you pay attention to detail, and if you have a customer service or customer support experience, it's going to help you in this particular thing. If you had what's the called if you interacted in anything that is related to client interfacing stuff, right? So you check it, you download it, you check it, you you attempt as if you want to buy something, or you attempt as if you want to sign up for something, and then you are taking note of their processes, and then people pay you for it. It is as simple as that. It might be a video recording that you do, it might be a summary that you will send to them. But the thing about this particular one is the opportunity actually varies, depending on the country that you are in. I think most Africans, we don't really have, and I don't know why it's like that, but I would love to hear your what's it called your opinion in the comment section. I don't know why we don't have plenty opportunities that allows us to explore these things, right, without having to use VPN. I don't know why it is like that. I sincerely don't know why. I sincerely don't know why, because there's so many things that we can do, that I know that we can do. We have the wisdom to do it. We have the skill, we have the knowledge, but then when you click on those links, it might not even work for you, and I don't even know why it's like that. So I would want to hear your thoughts in the comment section. Okay, I would want to hear your thoughts in the comment section, guys. I want to hear your thoughts in the comment. I don't know why it's like that. Okay. So okay, so now, when it comes to testing app websites like this, it might require you to be somebody that is articulated. You have to speak clearly in English or in whatever language that you are, checking the application for the person. There's so many offers that are in Spanish. So if you can speak Spanish, you should try this website and app testing platform. This is gonna help you. Okay, so I'm going to be moving to my next slide now. I'm going to be moving to my next slide now. Okay. Okay, so which one would you choose based on your current situation, on the skills that you have and the tools that you have? I'm asking you, so which one would you choose? Let's say you only have your smartphone, like you don't have a PC, right? Let's say you only have a smartphone with you. The recommended path that I would say you should look into would be social media assistant, micro tax survey and research. Okay. Those are the parts that I think you should work on. You should try to work on. You should work on, if you only have like your smartphone, social media assistant, because you don't need your laptop to do all of those things. Survey, you don't need your laptop. Micro tax, you don't need your laptop for it. The tools that you need is just your smartphone, your WhatsApp, and your Canva, because you're going to be using Canva to design. You're going to be using Canva to design. So okay, so let's say you have laptop and you have internet. The recommended part I will recommend for you is AI annotation. I'm going to also recommend VA customer support. I also recommend writing because you have laptop. You cannot be a customer support representative without having laptop. So there's no way you want to do it. There's no way you want to do it. So you need to have a laptop. Then the tools that you need is Chrome, your Google Workplace, and that's pretty much of it. If you are someone that is great with people, right? You have this high energy, you can be a customer support person, you can be a community assistant. What you're going to be doing basically is email, chat tools, and you have to have good English. Like you have to speak a good English. But there are some job opportunities that allows you to use other languages if they need it, right? If you are someone that is detail oriented and you are very patient and you are very, very patient to the core, the recommended part is AI data annotation, data entry, Google Sheets, and you need to have eye focus because you don't want to make mistakes. Okay, so now this is the golden rule I'm going to be giving everyone. Please do not try to apply for 50 different jobs. No, do not try to apply for different, like 50 and different jobs altogether. No, 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 no. Don't try to choose virtual assistants on Monday and then on Tuesday you apply for UI UX. Then on Thursday you apply for customer support. No, you will not get any response. And even you'll be confused in the long run. So what you need to do is you will pick one part out of the parts that I've already listed for you. Then you will learn, then you will practice, and then you will build proof, then you will apply. Is that correct? You will learn the skill, you will practice the skill, you will build proof for the skill, and then you apply. It's pretty simple, like pretty more simple. Okay. Now, let's talk about the where you are going to look for the work. So, like I mentioned, for AI data platforms, I already sent in the platforms, the links on the chat, so you can see the links on the chat. The first one is Remote Tax. The second one is Data Lens Africa. The third one is Datum Africa. The fourth one is Clickworker. And for freelance platform, we have Upwork and we have Fiverr. For remote boards, we have LinkedIn and Remote for Africa. Okay, so those are the platforms that works that you could try. Okay, so I want to try and open this platform for you guys so that you can see how it works. Okay, and now what am I going to be vetting? I'm going to look at the tax. I'm going to also look out at if Africans can apply, and then I'm also going to look at the qualifications that are listed. I'm also going to check for you if there is a test or if there is a screening. Okay, so just hold on. I'm gonna do all of that for you guys. Okay, so I'm going to stop sharing this particular slide right now so that I can show you my screen. Just give me a sec. I'm coming. I'm actually a little bit thirsty, so I want to drink some water. I want to fetch some water, then I'll come back. Just give me a sec, please, guys. Thank you. Just hold on, I'm coming. Okay, guys, thank you so much. I had to. I'm very thirsty, so I needed to take water. Okay. Okay, thank you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop sharing this particular screen, right? So that I'm going to be taking some of the links that I put here. Then I'll share my entire screen so that we can, get started, and then I will show you how this thing actually work. Okay. So just hold on. Let me copy out the link. Okay, so we have data lens Africa. Okay. Okay, guys. So I'm going to add this one to the stage. Okay, let me remove this first one so that I can add this particular one to the stage now. Okay. Oh, what's going on? Oh, okay. Okay. Okay, so we have this now. Please let me know if you can see my screen. This is the first time I'm going to be using StreamYard to share my entire screen, so I'm not sure. Just let me know in the comment section. Like, I'm not really sure if it's gonna work or I should just okay, let me just try. Remote. Please let me know in the comment section, guys. Data lens Africa. Okay, remote data lens. Data lens Africa. Okay, so this is it. Guys, I am not currently on this page, so I need to know if it is working. Please let me know in the comment section if you guys can see what I'm sharing with you. Okay, so this is it. Oh, this is Data Lens Africa, right? It's all depends. You scale your AI with high precision context. Da, 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 da. It is vetted. Da, 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 da. You tell them about your project, or you start with end working on AI projects. And because we actually want to end working on AI projects, so this is a particular thing you're going to click on. But at the same time, I want to be sure you guys are seeing my screen because I'm not seeing any comments. So I want to be sure, right? So let me just type it. Or let me use my phone to confirm because Might not necessarily be for the people that join now, might be for people that might watch this thing later. Oh, okay, it's actually working. Okay, let me try and go to data lens if it changes at your end. Okay, let me see. I think mine. Oh, wow, it's working. Okay, okay, makes sense. Okay, makes sense. Okay, I'm happy. Okay, so because we're going to be working on AI projects, you will click on it. Let me type the name of the stuff and then send it to this comment section now so that you try it later, probably after you're done here. Or if you have your PC, you can also follow along. So now you click on N, working on AI projects, then you create account, right? You create your account, get paid to annotate and evaluate African language. If you can speak Yoruba, this is the best platform for you to use. If you can speak Igbo, if you can speak Hausa, if you can speak all of these things, this is the best platform for you to use. Okay. Now see, individual account or company. But then this particular one is not working right now. So don't click on company, just click on individual account. Then you create continue with Google, or you just put in your first name, your password, and then you agree for privacy, and then you create an account. Okay, that's pretty much of it. I'm not interested in data lens right now, so I would not want to use, or let me do it this way. Let me use a temporary email to see if it will work. So oops. Okay. 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 Temporary email. So let's try if temporary email would work for that particular platform. I'm not sure. I mean, just something like, but I'm not sure if it's gonna work. Let's just say, let me just put it just to see, right? Let's say my name is I don't want to be putting my information in all this AI thing, but okay, let's just say my name is uh Bola Bola Shola, just for you to see. Then use strong password. I confirm I'm Kiniko Kiniko. Then you create an account. Okay. I have to accept the time and privacy thing. Then I create an account. Let's see. Oh wow, they actually, oh great. It actually work. Why it actually worked. Oh my gosh, it actually worked. I'm not sure, but I think it actually worked. Guys, it worked. I didn't know using temporary email would actually work. Oh my gosh. It's actually worked. Makes sense. Oh, okay. So you select the language that you want to show. Now we have English, we have French, we have Spanish, we have Arabic, Yoruba, Hausa, Igbo, Nigerian, Pidgin, Wolof. We have Tui, we have Ewe, we have Fola, we have Bambara, we have Madinka, we have More, we have Kanuri, we have Temi, Creole, Zere, Tamazi, Darija, Hazania, Swahili, Amharic. I'm sorry if I'm murdering your language. I'm so sorry. Somali, Kinyarwanda, Luganda. So any anybody that is an African descent that is particularly on this live, see, you can translate all your language. See, Sango, Hewedo, African, Zulu, Xhosa, Sesotho, Chichewa, Shona, Sepedi. Hey, God abeg o. So different ones like that and like that, and the list go on and on. So you can translate the language that you want. Let's say I want to translate Yoruba. Okay. So okay, so guys, you can add up to 5 languages and then speak. What's the meaning of this particular one? Okay. Okay, I get it now. Then you select your country, right? You select your country. I'm a Nigerian, so I'm going to select Nigeria. Then I continue to dashboard. That's pretty much of it. For the sake of this thing, let me see. Let me see if it will work. Then I have to finish my account setup. Then you have to see guys, you even have to set up your bank account. Guys, so you don't I think I'm going to change my mind and try this thing out, okay? You have to set up your bank account, you have to verify your identity, you know, it's basically beautiful, right? Then there's going to be performance, achievements, and your earnings. You can even like there's a dashboard. See this part now. You can see your earnings. I think it is based on the assigned task that you are given, and then after you are done, okay, you're going to take a short quiz to prove your fluency, and then you unlock your identity verification. After you are done with that, you set up your bank account, and then you had your education, and that's pretty much of it, guys. So you don't have any excuse not to make money online. Even me now, I'm going to go and do this. I'm going to go and do it after this particular call. I have to go and finish it. Okay. So we are making dollars or everywhere like this. Now dollars, so in Jesus' name. So let me go back. I have to stop sharing my screen right now. So sorry. Yeah, I absolutely. It's almost time for my shift at work. So that would be okay. I might have to do this again, but we all know LinkedIn, we all know remote tax, and we all know Upwork, guys. Is that correct? Then so if I am you and I'm starting from zero, what I'm going to do is I'm going to choose one particular part and then I'm going to learn the basic too. This is for people that are still trying to, you know, get started as far as remote work is concerned. So what you're going to do is you're going to pick a particular part. You're going to learn the basics of that part that you picked, right? And then you're going to learn the basic tools. Then you will practice at least 3 hours in a day. Number four thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to create a strong portfolio. Day five, I'm going to set up a clean profile on my LinkedIn platform, on whatever platform you decide to use. Then I'm going to apply and find roles. I'm going to find 5 roles in a day that I can apply to. Okay, that's pretty much of it. It is very, very simple. It is doable if you put your mind in it. And trust me, if you are not disciplined, you might not be able to do any of these things because it require your time, it require your effort, and that's why But then the money that you're going to get out of it, you will eventually see that it's actually worth it. So you need, if you are lazy, you need to ditch it and then, start moving forward. Okay. So guys, this is one thing I want you to understand. Don't chase after luxurious or high flying job roles if you are just starting. Your work is not to find the finest job goal. Your work is to find your first small win, because the truth is, if you find your first small win, it's going to boost your energy and your morale, and you understand that, okay, entering the global remote system is actually not that difficult and you can actually make money from it. Okay, so please pay attention. Don't pursue after. In fact, if you need to reduce the amount of dollars that you're going to get just so that you can actually get the first particular one, please do. I have instances where I had to put my per hour has $2.5. There was a time that I had to put it point 1 point. But right now, because I already have the experience, I have reviews and all of that, I have to increase my pay. So, but for now, you are still building. So don't put your price as $15, even when you cannot even deliver the job. No, 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 no. You don't want to do that. That's not what you are building here. Okay. So that's pretty much of that. Okay. Now, if you want to go deeper into all of these things, if you want to move beyond beginner tasks, right, I created a job set to list that include ATS optimized CV and cover letter templates. I also created a Boolean search string for hidden job, remote jobs. I also created plus 50 vetted, global companies that get in African talent. And trust me, guys, vetted. They are not random stuff, they are vetted, right? Because the truth is, there are some BPOs that have souls and they don't even pay you. But for me, I had to check and vet them. I have created all of these things and it's going to be going for just 5,000 naira. But for everyone that joined the webinar, I'm going to be giving them for just 3,500 naira. So what are you waiting for? I already dropped the link on the chat box. I'm going to post it again so that you guys can see it and then you guys can get started. Okay, so you're gonna get it here, the remote job to list. Yeah, at please let me know if you have any question in the comment section so that I can address them before we call it a day. Please let me know if you have any question. Let me know if you have any question. Let me know if you have any questions. So this is going to direct you, and I already created a code for you guys. It's going to just charge you 3,500 only, right? You're going to get ATS optimized CV and cover letter templates. It's not a joke. Oh. You're going to get Boolean search string for hidden remote jobs, right? You're not going to just be typing random things and then you will not see any result. No, I already created Boolean search string for you, where you'll be able to get hidden remote job list. Another thing that I also did is I created 50 verified global companies that are targeting African talent. So if you don't have the stress to do all of these things, this is the best toolkit for you. Please take advantage of it, okay? Please kindly take advantage of it. It is just going for 3,500 naira. I know you guys cheated me, but that's fine, right? That is fine, right? Cheat me, no worries. Just cheat me, continue cheating me, go, but it's okay, right? As long as you have a job, that is my own happiness, okay? Let me know if you have any question in the comment section. Thank you guys. Let me know if you have any question in the comment section. Okay. And if you have any question or anything you would want me to address in my next video, please do well to drop it and I will definitely do that. Okay. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you everyone for joining in again. Please do well to go and check all the links that I have posted in this chat. They are going to be helpful to you, you know. Okay, so this is where we're going to be drawing the curtain for today. See you guys on Friday. We're going to be exploring another one. Thank you so much, guys. Have a great day.